Hi students, good morning to everyone. Today we will discuss how to make a 3D model of these components in AutoCAD and how to convert it into an orthographic projection. First we will go for this simple component, then we will go for this component, we will try to model it accordingly. So once you open AutoCAD, so this is our regular AutoCAD. So what I have done is I have set our units to millimeter, then I have set the screen to A3 sheet. So once this is done, now what I am going to do is I am going to change the view. So let me look here. So this is my front view. So in AutoCAD, we can able to draw only in top views. But if I want to draw in front view, I have to make some changes. What is the changes I have to do? So just go to AutoCAD, click here, change it to front. So you can able to see that front view is like this because the rectangle what I have drawn is in the top view. So it is showing as a front. Now once this is done, go to settings, change it to 3D modeling, click 3D modeling where entire icon will change. Now you have something called as coordinate systems. So here you can able to see these are all coordinate systems. You go to this, go for this one. So indicating that align the user based on the screen. Okay, so this will align, this allow you to draw based on the screen. Select that. Once it is selected, now I can able to draw this in the front. So if I draw a rectangle, see, I'll draw a rectangle like this. See, I can able to draw in the front view. For example, I want to draw it in the top view. What I'll do, you go here, select top. So this is my top view. See, front view lines is showing somewhere in a different way. Okay, now go here, click this. Now you try to draw. So for example, another rectangle here. Okay, so the view what you can able to see is different. You can't able to view it properly. So what you'll do, we'll go for this, change it to southeast isometric. So you can able to see. So this is the first one which you have drawn. By selecting front view, this is the second one which you have drawn by selecting top view. So to draw the diagram according to that particular plane, you first select that on the particular case. So let me delete these things. Now I am going to start drawing this diagram. If you look at this, so I have to draw this shape, and this shape is what is happening here is it is extruded. It has been increased with a thickness of 35. Okay, so our concentration is first we are drawing in a 2D. Okay, after we complete our 2D, we will go for the 3D. So go to this, select front. This is my front. Now what you do is go to this, select this view. When I select that, it has been changed. Now what I am going to do, I am going to draw the diagram. Okay, let me start from here. Okay, let me draw a line here. So let me switch on my ortho mode, similar to our regular drawing. So it is 25. So I am drawing for 25. We go here. This has to be 50. Type 50. Enter. Next, the distance is 8. Go here. 8. Enter. Next, 10. Move here. 10. Enter. Let's escape. Now I will go to the top. Top is 15. Go for a line. We go to the top. Make sure you have a endpoint. Okay, so click here. So do 15. Then I have to connect with this. Okay, so this is my drawing. So let me show that in different view. Go to southeast. So you can able to see this is my drawing. Okay, so the next step what we are going to do is I'll convert it into front again. Next step what you are going to do is you are going to convert this to a region. As we discussed earlier, we are going to convert it to a region. So to make it as a region, type it as region. press enter, select your entire drawing and then press enter. Now you can able to see that that has been converted to a shaded view, indicating that it has converted to an area. So now let me go to different view and show you. So this is my area. Only thing is I have to increase the thickness. How to increase the thickness? Thickness is 35. So what you do is go for extrude, click extrude, select your particular area, press enter. Now it is asking what is your distance. Distance is 35. So this is my diagram. So I can able to see it is very easy. Now I want to convert to a orthographic view of this front view, top view and side view. So again we will repeat. Go to base, click from model space, select your object, press enter. Now it is asking a new name. So this is EX1. Okay, I am calling it as EX1. Okay, we click enter. So now you can able to see my cursor is like this. Okay, so the scale is very short. I'll increase the scale. Okay, so I go for 2:1. So larger in size. Okay, just move it, click wherever I want, press enter to confirm. Move your cursor, you'll get top view. When I move it here, you'll get side view. When I move here, isometric view is like this, like this, like this and like this. So I want isometric like this. Just move it here, click, press enter. Now what I do, I have to select this, right click, move. So move it and keep it here. At the same time, I will select it, click edit view, change it to 1:1. I am reducing the size, change by hidden to visible lines only. Okay, then click OK. So now you got my our regular views. So now what I can do, I can go for dimension. You can also type dim. So for dimensioning, so you can just select the points accordingly. Okay, see, so you got your dimensions with respect to that. So this is how you can convert this view into simple orthographic views. The next we will try to model this particular sketch. To model this, we have to know few more features in AutoCAD. The one is addition, the other one we call it as subtraction, and the third one we call it as intersection. You can able to see all these things here on this top. So this is union, we call it as union is addition, next subtraction, and the last one is intersection. What it does is, so whenever I want to draw any figure, something like that, we can use that, we can add it to a particular component. So if we want two components, we can add it. For example, I want to draw a few more components here, right? So we have a model here. In the model, we have to draw few more. In that case, one thing we have to do is, we have to go to this end, click this customization, enable this dynamic UCS. So what this dynamic UCS is, whenever that is enabled, whatever view you click, that will be converted to that particular view. You can draw in that particular view. So let me click enable, and let me enable my dynamic UCS. Now when I go below, you can able to see that there is a coordinate system with a lightning symbol. This is what dynamic UCS. If we off this, so you can't able to draw. If I enable this, you can able to draw in different views. For example, I am enabling here. Now let me go for drawing a circle. Okay, to draw a circle, let me click circle. If I want to draw here, when I move my cursor, it shows here highlighting, right? Now I can click here, I can draw a circle with respect to that. Next, similarly, if I want to draw something like this, rectangle, a pentagon or something like that, so I can just move here. If I want to draw here, I can just draw here. Okay, similarly, so wherever I want, I can able to draw the shape with respect to that particular view. So it is highlighting. Once it is highlighting, if I draw, that will be on that particular plane. Once this is drawn, what we can do is, we can use the press pull option or extrude option. Let me go for press pull. Click press pull. select that circle. When I just move it, you can able to see this is extruding on this side. Similarly, I can press this, I will move on the other side. So I'm going towards downward direction. Okay, clicking here, right? So you can able to see that it has removed. Okay, why it is removed? There is an object here. So since there is an object, the software identifies that it has to be subtracted. So it has removed. Okay. So if I go for extrude, it won't do that. So let me go to extrude, select that. Okay, press enter. Now it is asking. So I'm moving on the other side. See? So it is not like that. Let me move it on the other side. Press OK. So now you can able to see that you have the both object. This is also available. This is also available. So the difference is extrude will just create objects, whereas press pull will identify based on the location. If there is an object, it will remove automatically. If there is no object, it will create the object automatically. So now, for example, I need a hole on this particular component. Now what I can do, I can go for subtract option. Go to subtract, click subtract. It is asking to select an object. So you select your object, press enter. It is asking which one you have to subtract. You have to subtract this one. Select that, press enter. So you can able to see that it has removed. Okay. So these things can be done by using these three icons: union, subtract, and intersection. Okay. So why we are discussing this is, if I want to draw this, so I have to draw a rectangle, triangle here, and I have to remove it. Here I have to draw a circle here, and I have to remove it. Okay. To do these things, this is required. Okay. So to draw this, first imagine. So you split this into small pieces. So based on that piece, you try to model. First, I will concentrate on this one. I will draw the top one, C-like shape, and I will extrude it. After that, we will try to draw this one. We will draw this rectangle, extrude it, and we will add this two. Okay. So we have to do step-by-step process to model these things. Okay. Let me go to here. So the scale is mentioned as 10:1, indicating that we have to draw in that particular. So I have to multiply by 10. Okay. So let us start from here. So to avoid confusion, so I am deleting all these things and I am going to fix it in top view. Once I fix in top view, make sure go here and select this UCS. Click that so that you can draw in this particular view. Now I am going to draw this C-like shape. Okay. So let me draw here. So let me start from here. So the distance is 25 and here it is 32.5. Next below it is again 25. So we'll draw 25. Okay. Now inside it is 7.5. So we'll go here, which is 7.5. So I have to draw all these things again inside, right? So there is one more command called as offset. We can use offset. Okay. So go for offset command. Click offset. My offset distance is 7.5. Press enter. We select this. I want it here. So this one here, this one here. Okay. Now I'll go for trim. Trim these things. Okay. This is I don't want. Only thing is I have to connect this. Let me connect it. Let me connect with respect to this, and we'll also connect with respect to this. Okay, this is the drawing which we have drawn. You can able to see that. This is the part. Now what we are going to do, I am going to draw this rectangle also. So this is also from the top view. If I do, so it is at 25. The remaining you can able to draw. Okay. So I am going to draw that also. So I am going for another line. Let me draw here. So from here, so this is 25, and this one, you know, that is also 25, and I am going to connect it. Okay. So I am drawing this top view. So now you also have a circle here. You have a small circle. Circle is at the distance of 12.5 on this side and 7.5 on the other side. So the diameter of the circle is 7.5. So to draw that, let me draw one line. So this has to be 7.5. Next, this has to be 12.5. Identify the center point. Okay, so 12.5 and 7.5. Now I will draw a circle. The diameter of the circle, I want diameter. Click diameter. Diameter is 7.5. Okay, now I will delete that two lines. So very, very important. Delete the extra line what you have drawn. Okay. Oh, sorry, I made a mistake here. 25 is from here. So in that case, so this is not 25. Okay, so okay, I will split it. So whatever the distance here, I will try to split it. So what I will do is I will draw a line at a distance of 7.5. I will draw a line like this. Okay, so I have drawn a reference line here. I will delete that reference line. Actually, I don't want this one. I will go for trim, delete this, of course, delete this also. So this has to be moved and kept it here. Let me drag this entire thing, right click, move. At this point, I will move it and keep it at this point. Okay, so I made a mistake. When you do it correctly, you can able to get this. Okay, so once this is done, so instead of a region, what I can do is I can make it into a boundary. So boundary is easy for us to make it into separate areas like things. Let me go for boundary. Press enter. Click pick point. I want this as a boundary, separate boundary. This as a separate boundary, and this as a separate boundary. So three boundaries. Select three of this. Press enter. So now it has created three polylines, and you can able to draw with respect to that. Now we will go for 3D view. When we go to top view, click it, change it to southeast. So this is my diagram. Now let us come to our drawing. So these are all to be extruded, pulled to a distance of 25. Okay. So go to press pull option. That will be easy for us. Click press pull. Select this. Move it. It has to be 25. So now I extruded to 25. Right. Similarly, this one has to be extruded for 7.5. So you can able to see this, right? So what you do? Click here. Of course, that the other one also. So let me click, move it here. So it has to be 7.5. So now here you can't able to see that circle, right? Here it comes. So now what I will do is I will go and change the shaded with edge to X-ray. X-ray will show you the model. So whichever that circle. Okay. So now I can use it. So let me click press pull. I want to select that. What I will do is I will just click shift middle mouse button to rotate. So now you can able to select that. So let me select this. Now I'll just extrude, shift middle mouse button, rotate. In the command itself I can able to do. So I will just extend it to some distance, any distance. Okay. So once I do press pull, what it takes is it removed the object automatically. You no need to worry about the regular thing. If I go to extrude, I have to extrude it. Then what I have to do is I have to go for subtract option to subtract it. But press pull, it identifies that there is an object, so it removes. Okay, this part is over. Let me change the X-ray to shaded with edge. Okay, so now you can able to see these are separate one. This is a separate one. We have to add all these things under a single. Click union. You can able to see here. There is a union here. Click union. Select this and this both. Then press enter. Now you can able to see all are become a single object. Right? Okay. The next step is I have to remove this portion. So from 1.5, okay, remaining. So totally it is 25. 15 has been removed, which means 10. Okay. So I have to draw a triangle of 10, which has to be removed. So to do that, so what we are going to do is make sure your UCS is enabled. Let me go to a line. From here, let me go here. Let me drag it. So make sure this is selected. Go to this corner. Select it. Just move 10. Enter. Next, press OK. So that has been removed. So you can able to see there is a line here. So to avoid confusion, I am going and selecting the line alone. Can right click, go for properties. In properties, change the color to something red. Okay, just to identify that is a line. Okay. Now go for again line. Your cursor here. So somewhere here. Another 10 on the below. Now I will connect with respect to the, make sure you can able to see a end point. Okay, so now you can able to see this is my object. Go for region, go to region, select this alone, so this one, so you can able to see that I am putting a box here. Okay, right, so selecting like that, press enter. So go to press pull. Now what you do is you go to press pull, select that particular triangle shape, just move it a little bit. So now since it is gone for a press pull, it is removed. Okay, so I just moved and I have removed that. So now I don't want this lines. Delete it. So there is a line here. Doesn't matter. Let me delete. Okay, the other line I think. Yeah, here it is. Delete. So this process is over. Right. So once this is done, now what I have to do, I have to convert it into orthographic views. So again we are going to repeat. Go to base, from model space, select your object, press enter. It is asking a name. So I go to ex2, press enter. Now just look at the diagram. So it is very small. So I am going to increase it to 2:1. So it is larger in size. Click where I want. Click. Press enter. Move your cursor. I want one view here. I want one top view. So this is my isometric view. Isometric view is okay in this direction for me. Instead of this, I can also go here. Okay. If you want similar to this, so it is on this side. So in that case, you can click here. Okay, press enter. Now click, right click, move your diagram. Now select, click edit, reduce the size. I want to reduce it to 1:1. Change my hidden to visible. Click OK. Okay. So this is my views. Only thing is I have to draw the dimensions with respect to it. So this is how you have to model your 3D, whatever component is given, you can able to use 3D model to model these things. Hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you.